DunedinTV presents your local weekly morning show from delightfully different Dunedin. Featuring Justin Cataccio with Caitlin Hart. Including a musical performance by a local artist, an in-depth conversation with people in the know. This is Good Morning Dunedin.
This week's episode of Good Morning Dunedin takes a few more serious topics. Paint Dunedin Purple is an Alzheimer's awareness event that raises funds for the care, support, and medical research for this debilitating disease. Elizabeth Brinklow joins our show in a new segment, Art Corner, making Dunedin an arts and cultural destination that will highlight local artists and artwork throughout the city. Lastly, we honor our heroic members of the armed forces by recognizing our Purple Heart recipients. Did you know that Dunedin, Florida is the first Purple Heart city in the nation? All of this and more is coming up this morning on
Good Morning Dunedin. Welcome back to your favorite little local morning show. I'm your host, Justin Cataccio, and I'm here with the talented Caitlin Hart. We have a lot to talk about this morning, but first let's catch up. What have you been up to, Caitlin?
Not too much this past Saturday, but I did try going to the Largo Aquatic Center on Sunday, but it was way too packed, so I decided to go shopping instead. When all else fails, go shopping.
That's funny. That's what my wife would say. But you did find something free. It's a little known secret that my family is a Mattel toy tester family. So we get a free toy to test pretty much every month, and it's out before even it goes into the stores, so we get to see it first. We get the toy, we play with it, and then we just write a short review. We've gotten some cool Barbies. One was like a robot engineer, and the other one was a television director, which was my favorite, of course, of JC's Barbies. But Mattel also makes Hot Wheels. We just got this wicked cool racetrack set to test out. This is a pretty cool thing. Check it out. Pretty fun stuff. My wife is pretty amazing. She's a really good shopper. But enough about my wife's incredible shopping habits. Caitlin, what's going on in the community corner?
First off, the City of Dunedin is taking part in the Weiland National Water Conservation Challenge. It's a competition between cities across the U.S. to see who can conserve the most water in the month of August. Let's hear from our Honorable Mayor of Dunedin, Julie Ward-Wojcicki.
Hello, Dunedin. You know that we are an environmentally conscious community. So for the month of August, we will be competing against cities around the country to save the most water. Being a coastal city, we are connected to the water. Many of us enjoy water activities such as swimming, kayaking, fishing, and boating. We can all appreciate the beauty that we obtain from the surrounding water bodies, along with the life-giving benefits we receive, water and oxygen. We are called as a community to conserve this water for generations to come. Join me in participating in the Weiland National Mayor's Challenge for Water Conservation from August 1st to the 31st. Take the pledge and you'll be entered to win some great prizes. Clearwater and Largo will also be participating in this challenge, so put on your competitive hat and let's win the Water Conservation Challenge. Learn more at DunedinGov.com/Water Challenge. Join us.
Take the pledge to save water and be entered in to win tons of prizes, including $3,000 for your home utility bill. As parents should know by now, school was supposed to start next week on August 12th, but it got pushed back 2 weeks till Monday, August 24th, which means 2 more weeks of summer, which would normally be a good thing, but it's hard to tell what's a good thing anymore. But if you need some back-to-school supplies, visit DunedinGov.com for the backpack and school supply giveaway. And I think there's a few more spots, so reserve your spot on the city website for next week. And I think there's some left on the Thursday shift. I'll be there with my annual free backpack, which is good because JC tore hers up this summer going to camp.
We sure got lucky this past weekend when Hurricane Isaias turned out to sea. And we know hurricane season goes till November, so we urge you to make sure to stay updated with Alert Pinellas. It's a free emergency notification service that notifies Pinellas County residents when an urgent situation arises. Sign up to receive alerts via text on your mobile phone. Visit pinellascounty.org to sign up today.
Today, August 7th, is National Purple Heart Recognition Day. We went live to Facebook this morning with a small Purple Heart Recognition Day ceremony. If you missed the live broadcast, you can watch it after the show on the City of Dunedin's Facebook page. Purple Heart Day is a time to remember our brave men and women who were wounded on the battlefield or who paid the ultimate sacrifice with their lives. Let's all take a moment of silence for our Purple Heart recipients and for the men and women of our armed forces.
Thank you. It's time to flex your democratic muscles and vote. The Dunedin Public Library is an official mail-in ballot drop-off location. Safely drop off your ballot between August 8th and August 17th, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., except on Sundays. Do not drop them off in the public library curbside book drop. We're also asking that if you can't bring it to the library, to mail in your ballots from a secure mailbox, like the one outside Dunedin City Hall. Thank you for voting.
Just a reminder that the Dunedin Summer Market is back every Saturday through October from 9 to 1. And it's located in the Dunedin History Museum's parking lot at Main Street and the Pinellas Trail, right downtown. Don't forget your masks. August 15th is Paint Dunedin Purple. The event raises awareness and is a fundraiser for Alzheimer's Association for care, support, and research. We'll have guest Steve Olson on in just a moment to talk more about this great cause.
Before we get into that heavy topic, we need a laugh. Last week, we asked you to send in your puppy tricks. Here are a couple of our favorites.
Good boy, shake. Good boy, lay down.
Aw, shaking.
Roll over.
Roll over. Good boy. This one was a little forced, I thought. Don't look at the reflection. Oh, there goes a good dog.
Oh yes, that's a good boy, good boy. Good boy.
Thanks again for sending in those fun clips of your talented fur babies. Now, something that is personal to myself, and I'm sure is to many people watching, is the fight against the degenerative disease Alzheimer's. Steve Olson is the local chair for the Longest Day event here in Dunedin. He's also on the Gulf Coast chapter of the Alzheimer's Association board, an all-around good guy, helping out a truly great cause. The Longest Day is a worldwide fundraising and awareness event held normally on the longest day of the year, June 21st. This year's Longest Day of event in Dunedin is called Paint Dunedin Purple, and it's going to be Saturday, August 15th, throughout the city. Good morning, Steve. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
How did you get involved with this association?
Well, like most people, I have a direct connection to this disease. My mother actually passed away about 2.5 years ago from Alzheimer's, and that's really how I became aware of the Alzheimer's Association and the services and support that they offer.
Yeah, it is a great organization. I had a similar experience in college. I was a caregiver to a gentleman I lovingly called Old Man Floyd for about 4 years before he passed away, just as I was graduating. I was really there to help out his wife, who was the main caregiver, but even she got tired of changing his diapers and trying to stay up all night with him. So I came to give her a break, stay up with him at night, where I could study and he could watch late night TV and fall asleep in his auto chair. I guess this is a common thing with elderly people, but they get real stiff and they have a chair and there's a remote and it just kind of stands them up right up. It was it was amazing, this chair. And actually I became really close to them over the years, and eventually moving into their basement apartment full time so I could really help out. and they sort of became my surrogate grandparents.
Aw.
And he had Alzheimer's, and it was very difficult. And this organization, the Alzheimer's
It's interesting that you've had that kind of experience, Justin, because you just meet so many people that have gone through similar experience. And if you've been through it, there's just nothing like it. It's just so hard to watch someone decline one memory at a time. And then people think it's just a loss of memory, but it's your mind, it's the central computer. And as it continues to, the disease continues to run its course, every bodily function becomes harder and harder and eventually takes the person. It's a very slow and very devastating disease.
Yeah, it is. It's really awful. I had to watch it firsthand for years, and he just slowly got worse and worse until he died. It's
that
real
is why the
terrible disease.
Alzheimer's Association exists, not just for the people that have the disease, but as you know, the entire family is impacted by this disease. And the common thread in many of these cases, and people don't talk about it very often, is what it can do to a family. Everybody loves mom and dad, and quite frankly, when these things come up, everyone's confused, no one really understands. Many people don't want to admit that this is what's happening to their loved one, and you can get a lot of friction because everybody loves mom and dad, and everybody tends to think they know what's best. And I would tell anyone who is confronted with this, seek outside help and support, get knowledgeable, and don't allow your family to get torn apart by arguing over what's best and those types of things. Because if you work together, the disease is going to take its course, but if you work together and you get some outside support, you can work together and make it work.
All right. So what can people expect on August 15th, next Saturday?
August 15th, really, the whole Paint Dunedin Purple idea came from, my daughter and I, when my mother passed away 2.5 years ago, we'd never done a longest day event before. So we did a longest day event, just my daughter and I. We invited some family and friends, and we held an event at a place downtown Dunedin, and just friends, family, and we raised some money and we raised some awareness, and we thought that was a good way to honor my mother. And in the next year, the idea came up, well, why do it at just one business? The Dunedin businesses we had approached that first year and asked for donations, gift cards, things we could raffle. This community just is amazing with that sort of thing. And they were all very gracious and provided those types of things for us in our first year event. So the second year, the idea came up to approach each business and to ask them to do three things. One, ask their staff to wear purple. Two, ask their customers to wear purple. And three, raise money any way they thought made sense for their business for the benefit of the Alzheimer's Association. And last year in the first Paint Dunedin Purple event, we had nearly 50 businesses come together, all decked out in their best purple. Many people in downtown Dunedin, as you can see, from some of the pictures, wearing purple. Just a tremendous day. People had a great time. And so now as we go into the second annual Paint Dunedin Purple event, we're hoping even more people will come out. And not missing the fact that we've got a very different situation this year. We are focusing heavily on the awareness. So we're asking everyone to wear purple this year and just bring about the awareness of this disease.
Yeah, it seems like a great event. I'm wearing my purple shirt. And so how do people donate if they're not going to be at a business? If you're not going to be at a business, we do have an event page on Facebook, Paint Dunedin Purple on Facebook. There are links there to donate to this event. And probably the best thing people can do is, if you don't want to donate directly, is go to the Chamber website. And these wonderful shirts are available there for $15. And we've got plenty of them. So go to the Chamber website and get your purple t-shirt and hopefully wear it on that day. Yeah, I got mine. Just went down to the Chamber and bought mine. Made my donation.
Looks awesome.
Thank you. So again, you can get them at the chamber website, and then you can log on to Facebook, Paint Dunedin Purple, for more information about the event.
Absolutely. And for any business that still wants to register, the online system is closed down for the time being, but it's not too late for them to register. They can reach out to me, Steve Olson. They can call me directly at 727-410-3390, and I'll track it on my end. We'll be good. We'd love to have every business participate this year. I look forward to seeing you in your new purple shirt, August 15th.
I'll be out there. We're looking for you.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's paint this place purple. All right, so I'm over here in Caitlin's crafty corner. So we got our masks on. We can't social distance right now. So anyways, we're making stress reliever balls, and they're good for Alzheimer's patients because they're soft and they just help relieve the stress. It's very stressful having that disease. And so to do our little craft today, what do we need, Caitlin?
So today we have just pretty much 4 simple things you can find around your house. So we have balloons.
Okay, we got a balloon.
Some cups. A little funnel. And big old bag of flour. You don't need this much, but
all right, so let me try it.
Got some flour here.
So you got funnel.
Yep, maybe you should
balloon.
Stretch it out a little bit first, just to make sure it's, can get in there.
I was stretching it out a little
All
bit.
right.
Okay. So then we'll just put some in here.
Just pour some flour in. Should go right through. If not, you may need to use,
I just found a
stick
pen.
or a pen, something to kind of get it down in there.
Let's see. Good to see it on the close up here. Yeah. So I'm just stuffing the flour into the balloon with the end of a pen. And if you, I think it's just this particular funnel is a little.
Yeah, it probably could have been like
smaller.
a little bigger of a funnel. That was the first one I found, grabbed it.
I know. I think this is the same one that I have. Mine's green.
Oh.
But if you had like an oil one or
yeah, they
one.
would just pour it right through. Yeah. That would make more sense. But like I said, it's just household products, found right around the house, and first one I saw, grabbed it and left.
Mine's pretty full. Do we have a?
All right.
Do we have one that we made earlier on the show?
Yes. So I actually made a stress reliever before. So it should look something like this. This probably is about as big as it can get. Probably maybe a little bigger if you kind of squeeze it down in there. You just tie it up and you can feel the flour in there and you just squeeze it. It's actually pretty cool.
My daughter just made one of these at art camp. She put a little smiley face on there and then used pipe cleaners around the top to make it look like hair. So it was a little face. But,
that's cute. Yeah, these are actually pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Feels like a little stress reliever.
And I guess I would recommend using larger balloons, thicker material, so it doesn't, pop and get flour everywhere. Oh,
yeah,
I can't do that with a mask on.
Kind of.
All right. So we're going to go to a quick break, and after the break, we'll have on Elizabeth Brinklow to talk about our new segment, Art Corner. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Good Morning Dunedin. We would like to welcome Elizabeth Brinklow to the show.
Elizabeth is an arts consultant to the city. Thanks for coming on. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to you both. Thanks for having me.
We would like to spotlight local artists on our show. This is sort of an introduction to a new segment, Art Corner, making Dunedin an arts and culture destination. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and this new segment?
Well, I can tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Elizabeth Brinklow. I'm the arts consultant for the city through my own company, Elizabeth Brinklow Arts LLC, which is dedicated to cultural advancement for artists, for government entities, for arts businesses, and arts organizations. This particular project, the Art Corner, came about. The city has offered art in City Hall for a number of years, but the city administration wanted to formalize a City Hall gallery program. So they naturally reached out to the Arts and Culture Advisory Committee for the city and asked them to find a suitable curator. So they did. They put out a search and they found the regional and nationally known Mary Childs. Mary's owned her own gallery. She's been a gallery director for other galleries and currently is the art director for Duncan McClellan Glass in St. Petersburg, Florida.
So Mary's going to be the curator for City Hall Revolving Art Gallery. And we're going to highlight some of those exhibits here on Good Morning Dunedin?
That's exactly what's going to happen. So Richard Logan was the first artist that we had in City Hall, and currently the work of Stoney Lawrence is hanging in City Hall, but not too many people have been able to see it. So we thought that the Art Corner would be a great way to have people see Stoney's work and encourage them to come to City Hall when it does reopen to be able to see her work. Also, we'll highlight the artists who have received public art contracts for the city, such as Catherine Woods for the celebration artwork at the bus shelter, the new bus shelter at the corner of it's Douglas and Main Street. It's a beautiful work, and for all of these artists, we'll be able to talk to the artist. We'll be able to maybe take a view into their studios and also talk to them about their process. And certainly the works that are either hanging or showing in our various projects throughout the city.
So the city has all kinds of public art. I know we're not really focusing on the public art, but that is sort of one of the aspects. But we are going to be highlighting the City Hall artwork and local artists.
Well,
I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, we're focusing on the artists that we've always been known as the City of the Arts through our Dunedin Fine Arts Center, which is a fabulous teaching and gallery-oriented arts institute. But the city formally came together in 2018 after many, many years of trying to get a public art master plan. So the master plan was approved by the city commission, and we've actually used that process for the celebration celebration project that is at the bus shelter. It's focusing on the artists and the artwork that is either hanging in City Hall or will be hanging in City Hall, and also the artists who have created public art projects for the city.
Thank you for coming on, Elizabeth. I'm really looking forward to this new segment on Good Morning Dunedin. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I just look forward to working with you and looking forward to sharing the artist's work for everyone in Dunedin.
Well, great. Well, we look forward to it. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
So Justin, do you have any hidden talents this week?
Oh, are we still doing that? Sure.
I don't know.
Let's see. I can whistle.
Let's see what you got.
There it goes. So yeah, that's one of my hidden talents, I guess. All right, so great show, everybody, and thanks for coming on. Our musical guest this week is Deputy Freddie Hayes Jr. from a previous Purple Heart Recognition Day ceremony. I'd like to say thank you to Steve Olson and Elizabeth Brinklow for taking time out of their busy schedules to join us this morning. Please remember to be kind to one another and to stay safe out there. We're all in this together. Caitlin? Good morning, Dunedin.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet